And he'll take it up past the 25. So out come the Raiders. And from this spot, we're just going to see a knee, and that's it.
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk-taker shot before the clock runs out.
They go with Washington to begin the drive. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0 as we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because...
And now off to the races, down the right side, past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. DeAndre Washington, his second touchdown on the season. And the Raiders are back within a score. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This fielded at the 2. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you stop the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding the clock.
That one goes for 24 yards. Now for the offensive group. Murray, the lone setback. Now Mariota. Over the middle, Julian Edelman. It's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. Second down now after the pass completion. Here's Murray running right, and he stopped immediately there. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
From the gun, Mariota. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. And finding Edelman underneath, that's a recipe for success.
Typical route for a good slot receiver, and Edelman's one of the best in the game. Knows how to go inside what one of my college coaches used to call the briar patch. Got to go in there where it's tough and make those tough catches. And not only can he do it, he can often run away from people after the catch.
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
And the offense behind the chains here, a touch on 2nd and 11. They come up in an offset eye. Mariota now on 2nd down. His throw incomplete. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
On 3rd down, Mariota. He dumps it off for Henry. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A gain of 4 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. And Suckup will put this one right through, and the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So it's only 3 points on this opening drive of the 3rd quarter. And even though that stretches out the lead, Charles, I think you'd have to consider this a win for the defense, no?
Couldn't agree more, Brandon. That offense got themselves in prime position to really open up this ball game, but the drive stalled out. And yeah, 3 points is very easy to get back in today's NFL.
Start the drive with Washington. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one of the few times they've been able to contain him. He's had a heck of a game, and maybe he's getting a little bit tired from how many times he's carried the ball. But I always think back to what all those old coaches say. The ball's not that heavy. Keep carrying it, kid.
Now Carr throwing on 2nd down, and that's incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Michael Crabtree, the intended receiver, and that brings up 4th down. Here's the Raiders punter now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken at the 23. We call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if they're under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Malcolm Smith in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Murray. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, with the last couple of plays for the offense not being good at all, my thought process as a coordinator, get the ball in the hands of my best player and see if I can salvage anything out of this drive.
3rd and long here for Mariota. Eluding the pressure right, and that is incomplete.
But sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
Here's Brett Kern now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And wow, Fortunately, he was able to get it back, but it's left his guys in a bit of a hole here. They're backed up deep to start this drive. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out, and they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before and realize it hasn't worked.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Defense thinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And this is going to be incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target, and it's 4th down.
Very difficult night for the guys on offense. They've got to be looking at each other in the huddle and on the sidelines. How are we going to find some open space to complete a pass and find open room to run? This defense all night long has squeezed down the passing lanes, made plays on the football. It's really been a thing of beauty for them. He's got to figure all day long prepping for the game. They had to have talked about it again and again. Squeeze passing lanes and we'll be in great shape.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. He takes this for 3 to the 29. Malcolm Smith there for the stop.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Third down now following the run. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. To throw Mariota. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Rashard Matthews, the intended target, and it's 4th and 4. Here's Brett Kern now. He's been terrific so far. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Carr again here on 2nd and 10. This one caught left side by Cooper. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Back now in Nashville. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the fourth. A dime look defensively here for the Titans on third. From the gun, it's Carr. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's fourth down. Here's the Raiders punter now as he's on to punt for the fourth time tonight. This is taken around the 12. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. Mariota gives to Henry. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. On 3rd down, Mariota. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Taken in at the 22. 12 yards on the return that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now here come the Raiders.
Here we go now. 3-19.
On first, here's Washington. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. And the dreaded face mask penalty, that's going to cost him 15 yards.
And it's such a dangerous play. Body going one way, and then your head gets yanked back the other. 15 yards is the right call.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll come out in the pistol. Carr on the give. It's Washington. And he's got room. Oh, no, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37. On the tackle that time, Bruce Irvin. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Murray, the lone setback. And they'll give it to him here. Fighting him off.
Just ran right through the trash.
DeMarco Murray, kiss him goodbye. Touchdown, Titans. DeMarco Murray, his first touchdown as a Tennessee Titan. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. This will be taken short. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital. The other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
No, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On the draw, Carr leads to Washington, and he'll get it down here to the 43. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
We ready? Ready, 18.
Now they'll throw with Carr. And Cook has it, left side. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
All right, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. And some options here for the offense on 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. So the offense needing 4 yards. It's 3rd down.
All right, here we go.
On the toss play, this is Washington. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Call it a 4-yard pickup, but it leaves him a few inches short here on 4th down. They're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
We ready? Ready, 18.
Carr keeps it on the sneak. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches.
For those vertically challenged quarterbacks, here's a time where they will tell you it's an advantage to be a little bit on the smaller side. Able to duck in behind their offensive line and stick the ball across the imaginary yellow line for a first down.
On the give, this is Washington. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all, as we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. Now Carr throwing on second down. And he slings one that's incomplete. Cooper was the target there, and that takes us from second to third down. But just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. And defensively, it's a nickel formation here on third down and 9. Carr going to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. On now is the field goal team. Here's the Raiders. We'll try for 3. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And this one is right through. And that cuts into the deficit. It's now 20-10. And Charles, they get the field goal. Took them a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
And the Titans getting set to go. Getting down to the end here. They have a 2-score lead. Barely, but it's a 2-score lead, so that probably makes you as a coach feel a lot more comfortable right now, doesn't it, Charles?
It does, but it doesn't mean now you go out and run option or some kind of wild double reverse or anything like that. But you do know that if anything does go haywire, you're still in control of this game.
I want a double reverse, don't you?
I'm just waiting for that day where we actually see something like that in this situation.
We'll see what happens here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 13 on the pickup there. And it'll give the Titans a first down. The 20th carry coming up now for Murray. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.